Good morning, all the students of class 5, and we are starting our third chapter, and the name of the chapter is Safety in the First Aid. I have taken already 2 classes, and I told you how the accident occurs due to our carelessness and how to follow the rules which make us safe from these accidents. So we should have to be careful about all type of rules, and we should have to follow all signs which are shown in the traffic lights, and we have to follow these signs so that we can make ourselves safe as well as others. But there are not only the road accidents are not only there, maybe these are frequent road accidents, and we know this is due to only the carelessness, and when we do not follow the sign of the road or the traffic signs, when we do not follow the road rules, that time these kinds of accidents happens, isn't it? But now we will discuss about some other kind of accidents which prevail among our society whenever some kind of things happen, or maybe it is also due to our carelessness. So now first one we will discuss about the safety from the fire. So there are so many things we have to discuss about what are the things which make the accidents from the fire. Fire is spread very fast, and we cause and can cause loss of life and property. To keep ourselves safe, we should know about the cause and ways to prevent the fire and cause and preventions of the fire accidents. So first of all, we should know what are the causes of this electrical fire. It may be the electrical fire, maybe the unsafe things we are using, maybe there are some gaseous thing and we are using some kind of matchstick there, some explosives are there. So there are so many ways in which the fire can be caught, and it can turn into a big or a small kind of accidents. Even if we are using our home or domestic gas cylinder, that time it is also unsafe if we are not taking proper precautions regarding this kind of using of this our domestic gas cylinders. Okay, so there are so many things. So first one is electrical faults, second one is unsafe use of things like matchsticks, petromax, candles, kerosene oil and firecrackers. Third one is the gas leakage in the kitchen while cooking. Somewhere we have heard, no, sometimes happens that all of a sudden our gas cylinder in the cooking burst it out. So why it happens just usual, it is a usual thing? No. When the person who is living in that house, that person becomes so careless and not taking the proper care of this gas leakage, it can cause a bigger accident. Okay, so we have to always keep it in your mind that ever alert, never alert. That means if we are alert, if we are doing the things properly, taking the proper care of doing our things, that time we will not become failure, and accidents will not happen in our life so oftenly. Okay, now first one we have discussed about the causes of the accident. Now we will talk about the preventions, how we can prevent the accidents. First, we should careful handle matchsticks, candle and gas stoves. When we are using this, we have to see whether the matchsticks is fully being off, then we have to throw it out, because when you are throwing it, maybe there is some explosive thing is there, and it may get the catch the fire. And secondly, when we are in the night time and when we are leaving after our cooking, when we are leaving the kitchen, we have to see whether our gas cylinder is just off and we have made it in off mode. Otherwise, maybe there is some leakage in the pipe, and there may be some leakage, and maybe it is unkept, not kept properly, so it can cause a great fire accident. Okay, the next one is we should avoid wearing nylon and synthetic clothes while cooking, because they easily catch fire. Whenever we are wearing the cotton clothes, it can prevent us from the fire, but when we are wearing the nylon clothes or some synthetic material, they are made up of chemicals, so they catch fire easily and they stick to our body, and it will be difficult for us to snatch them out from our body. And sometimes when we snatch them, along with our skin, it just get off from our body. So it is very unsafe to wear the nylon cloths or the synthetic type of clothes while we are making food or while we are cooking. Okay. Then third one is electrical wiring should be checked regularly. Sometimes we feel like there is some burning smell. Maybe in our house it looks very nice, all over that is very cemented, but there are lines or electrical lines goes inside the pipe and they are inside the wall. Maybe there is some kind of leakage is there. Sometimes a short circuit happens and the wires are naked sometimes and they touch each other and causes the short circuiting and they causes the fire. So we have to be careful whether it is being safe or not. Wherever if there is somewhere you are seeing that covering is being get off from this fire, that time you have to cover it with the sellotape and next you have to call some electrician. Okay, so these all things we have to keep in the mind. The fourth prevention is given here. When there is a gas leakage, we should not use lighter, matchstick or operate any electrical switch. We should open all the doors and windows of the house at once to let the gas out. So whenever we should know there is a chemical in the cooking gas, when it is spreaded out, some kind of a smell or a very prompt smell comes and is spreaded inside the house. So we should have to careful about that. Even then, if there is any gas leak and we feel it, that time immediately you should have to open all the windows, all the doors, so that the gas which are being leaked out, it should go out of your house. And the very important thing is there, you should not in the right that time or the same time you should not open, you should not touch any electrical wire, electrical gadgets, because sometimes sparks come out. And we know gases have a tendency to spread evenly inside the house, or wherever it gets the place, it will go there. So if you are switching on the electrical appliance, or you are switching on any electrical switch, that time it can catch the fire and there will be a big accident maybe occur. So you have to be careful if there is any leakage of the gas. At first you have to open all the windows and the doors, so it will get the outlet and go out, all the gases go out from your house and you will become safe. After half an hour, when you feel you see the switches are off, your gas knob is properly switched off and there is no smell, after half an hour or after 1 hour, you have to touch any kind of electrical gadgets or any kind of matchstick or any lighter, because it is a very explosive thing, and once it catch the fire, maybe the whole room or the whole house will become caught fire. Okay, so it is very dangerous. Then the last one is that small children should not light fire crackers themselves. It may be dangerous because sometimes it seems that it is not burning, the light is not coming out, it did not get any fire, but it caught a small pick of the chingari, or you can say the small kind of fire, and all of a sudden it will burst out. So children should use the firecracker along with their elders. And nowadays it is prohibited actually. So you should not play with the firecrackers. It is not good for you. Okay. So these all things you should be keep it in your mind, because these all are very dangerous. Even adults should be careful while lighting the crackers, because half of the fire accidents causes in our country due to this firecrackers. Sometimes they are not properly made, maybe their explosives amount is more than desired amount, maybe there is some kind of fault during the making of this firecracker, and sometimes we are careless about to lighting them, about to using them. So we should have to be careful about them, as well as we should avoid these explosives, lighting them and burning them in the time of any kind of Diwali or any kind of festivals. That is safe for us. Okay. Now there are more two things which prevents the any kind of fire. Then fire can be put out by following method. First one is when paper or wood is on fire, then if any kind of paper and wood is becoming burning and they are burning out and giving out the flame, that time water is safe for that. And if the fire is due to the electric or the electrical wire, or it caused due to the petrol, then we have to throw some sand. that is useful. Sand or mud, we can throw them. And do not throw water, because petrol is lighter than water, so it floats on the water and it will cause a different kind of accident, and it continues to be burning. When a person's clothes catch fire, that time that person has to roll on the surface of the soil or on the floor surface, because if that person will start to run, it will get more air, and more air means more fire. So that person will burn more. So he has to be roll on the surface. Next one is when fire is caused due to an electrical short circuit. We should not throw the water, because water also a good conductor of electricity. So through this water the electrical current will flow, and it will not give you the prevention, and it will cause the more severe accident. So in this case we have to use the fire extinguisher. And in the case if you are seeing the fire is flaring up too much, it is not being preventing by small measures, that time we have to call the fire brigade, or we have to dial 112, that is the number of the fire brigade. One good van will come along with the water, and the firemen, they will see the type of the fire, and they will just take some measures to just to make the safety measures, and they will do the rest. So we have to careful about the fire, and that's all about today. In my next video, in my next class, I will explain you what are the fire extinguishers. Okay, so till that, bye, be safe at your home, and don't play with fire.